Okay, let's get this party started. How about you run for a change? Mankind Divided has its own launcher, which is freaking weird these days. Why would you do that? And after I bought an Nvidia card. Mixes is the awful company who made the boss battles from the first game. Yes, the autosave. I think I need to lower the volume a bit. Just a bit. Okay. I had to rejigger the graphics because for some reason my 1080 can't run this at full specs. So hopefully it'll run. Let's do a recap.
The year was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job, said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. It took me half a year to get a feel for it. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time, by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The AUG killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the AUG's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. It wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett, even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Seraph Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the AUG in Seraph's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the Triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Seraph Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit me up, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Seraph had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPOs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, and turn those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit's satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The Mercs were led by an augmented killer I crossed paths with twice before. Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again.
It was a difficult fight.
With Fedorova down and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's First Lady of News wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the Mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Seraph if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities, and the UN was being urged to intervene. Seraph was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor-turned-philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Seraph had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Seraph Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Seraph, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Lower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Seraph's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. We were sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea.
Missing link.
Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Hyron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore, and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. The little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Seraph had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind.
Yeah, so
Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time will give us the answers.
I just wanted to do the recap before I come back. Yeah, I already saw those trailers. Okay. Story mode. Criminal Past, our second Jensen story DLC is now available. Adam Jensen is transferred deep into a hostile, high-security prison for augmented felons. His mission: track down and retrieve sensitive information from a fellow undercover agent who has gone dark. Okay. I think I have all the DLCs. Hang on. Yeah, I have everything. I have the season pass. Okay. You play games for the story and experience, not for the challenge or competitiveness. Enjoy the Deus Ex experience. Enjoy a good story and a good challenge. This is how the game is meant to be played. Hardened enemies and tougher situations will make your experience quite challenging and give you a good adrenaline rush. You are one with the machine. Kinda cool, but I'm not sure I'm up to it. Give me a challenge. Standard experience, relive the events of Deus Ex Human Revolution, which took place 2 years ago. We're watching a 12-minute recap video. No, watched it. Thank you. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the light now. Okay, it's still dark.
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
I have a feeling it's not that.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen, am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir.
So,
No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Iran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts that party. Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
of course.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
I don't like guns. Non-lethal. Yeah. Non-lethal.
We've got a UC in there. Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is done.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, but if anything does happen to him, you'll be telling his wife. After you get out of the hospital, of course.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Distance weapon, tranquilizer rifle. Short range weapon, stun gun. Short range, I'll use my hands.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said that Jin are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
We'll keep an eye out for it. And aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute, so we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your number one priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Roger.
Time to put away your happy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Let's do it! Goodbye, 2029.
Task Force action. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
No stealth entry. Very exposed. Do I still have the landing system? Do I have the landing system? Ah! Oh yeah. I bet something disables all the augments and I have to regain them. Okay, Typhoon ammo. Seal off access to the atrium.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Okay, mouse is a bit too sensitive. Still a bit too sensitive. Okay. Just some global things. Mission. Pencil. Okay. Tranquilizer gun. Holster weapon. Gas grenade, smoke grenade. Typhoon. Glass shield cloaking. Smart vision. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Inventory? Yes, okay. Smoke grenade, gas grenade. Okay. Let's go. Yeah. Lots of things to learn. quietly.
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
What?
The Gen have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
Should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
Smart vision. Activate construction worker search. Search. Okay. Okay. Structural weakness. Quick inventory. Which allows you to access items on the fly. Help. Tap tab to access inventory. Select an item and press the number key. Pressing the keyboard key linked to a slot instantly equips or uses the item. Yeah. And silent steps and small vision. Stop out the keypad. Do I see any movement? Stop out the keypad. Okay, Task Force 29. That was newly formed anti-terrorism unit early this morning. Different undercover agents sent me and the team racing to Dubai, where a black market arms dealer is going down. The mission to stop the party. My route through the building has been blocked by electronically operated doors. Problem is, there's no power. I need to find a way to restore it so I can use the keypad that opens them. That will search the area. Yeah. Jam the signal booster. Seal off the atrium. Okay, let's focus on this. Where are we going? Right, and how do I get down? Awesome. Breaker 19, breaker 19. Also open the door for me. And the electrocuted it. Access code, skill rating 1. Packet. Use the mouse to navigate between nodes. T45. I will call level 1 with protection 30%.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I don't know. What am I moving? How is this working?
Access granted.
Huh. That was unnecessarily stressful. Follow the green holograms to receive tutorial instructions about various game mechanics. Experiment without any consequences. You can reset or exit at any time. Learn about moving to cover, cover swapping around corners, floating over cover, and positioning from cover to first person view. Sure. Move the green hologram to the green one, press D to take cover. Aim at the cover next to the green hologram and press space to move from current position to the next one. This one over here. Okay. Hold the moving key in the direction of the green hologram and press space to go to cover the cover. Got it. Move the device, switch directions, move to the other corner. Hold space around the corner. Move to the cover and press space. Switch the holograms. Maybe the next green hologram press space to
العاصفة راح تكون الآن عن قريب.
back into first person. Pulse to the weapon. Excellent. Up. Got it. Tool information. Main mission. Seal off the atrium. Two guys over there. Quietly. Take down. Non-lethal. How did I do that? Takedowns. Should work like this. Stay down. I'll have that 10 mil, thanks. And that too. Four, three, two, one.
هذه المنطقة آمنة.
T. Oh, T. What's over here? Different place. Go high. Let's go high. Look over. Yeah, I probably should. Over toolbox.
بتنفس بصعوبة. استنى اني اطلع من هان. يا بدأت تعصف.
No, I'll take down. Oh.
إنها صارت أدفأ طالما غادرنا قبل العاصفة الرملية. خلينا ننهي هذه الصفقة ونطلع منها.
Let's see how well this works.
أنا ما بحبش هذا المكان لأنه بخوف على الآخر.
Come on, fall down. Okay. Attenzione, sta qua di via. He's not dead, is he? Sleeping. Why is he sleeping and the other one's dead? Oh, I didn't kill him. Oh, take the machine pistol. And ammo. Anything else of interest? Let's see if I can hack it any better. Unless there's a key somewhere. How do I scroll in this? Go to the trace to reach your entry point, the blue IO bot. You can slow the trace process by fortifying captured nodes on its path using the T button. That's it. Directory. How do I scroll? Oh, okay. Also, fortify that one. Capture this one. Capture this one.
Access granted.
Yay! What do we have here? Hyposim injector. Where is it? Huh. Is there a special key for that? Grenade, holster weapon. Okay. So object. Quick augmentation. Next quick slot. Quick slot.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
Fine, hurry up. Ooh. Stun gun ammo. People are dead. For the chips. Boots. Okay. Heavy plastic crates. Okay. Let's keep moving. rooftops, I guess. Wait, one of the rooftops? So, penthouse? Elevator, ladder, Jensen, sewers. Stealth tutorial. Follow the green holograms to receive tutorial instructions about various game mechanics. Yeah, moving silently, cloaking, and distractions. Sure. Reach the holograms. So go here. Activate the glass shield, copy non-vision. Want to activate the leg sense out of it. And take them. Sorry, take them. Wrong button. What happened? Was this an unexpected occurrence and the game just crashed? Okay. I think the game crapped up on me. Good thing I saved. Just give it a minute. And we're back. Okay. Skip it. Let us quick save. Prior to 2027, Dubai was one of the numerous cities in the Middle East that embraced the lucrative benefits of cybernetic enhancement. Construction and technology boomed there in the early 2020s as the city welcomed thousands of augmented workers into its midst. When the Ark incident struck, though, Dubai's infrastructure and population were devastated. 2 years later, the city has yet to recover. Towering skyscrapers and luxury hotels remain abandoned, housing little more than unfinished graves. Hold J to check out the weapon management menu. Here you can change ammo type. Okay. Red zone will be shot on sight. Okay. Tutorial mode. Okay. Move to the hologram. Activate glass shield. Move to the other hologram. Activate leg sensor. Hold right mouse button while aiming at the PC to use the LiDAR mark tracer. Open an object. An object and throw.
شكل الموضوع ما فيش حاجة. خلاص اتفقنا.
Okay, enemies. see me?
يا ريت نخلص الحوار ده قبل ما الريح ده يجي علينا. الجو ده فيه رطوبة عالية.
2 enemies. Okay. Let's see how this can be done. What was that tip? About knocking
أنا
them?
خلاص مش قادر أتنفس هنا.
Ah, shit. Okay, you are here. I'm gonna institute a takedown. Silently. Where's the other guy? I really like this. This makes it so easy. Maybe even too easy. Where the hell did he go? Aha, I can take the hint.
That was fast. You installed the signal booster already?
عشان المخزن المخازن اللي موجودة على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much riding on this deal. Last thing we need is the comms breaking down.
فهمت. يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
That's where the booster is.
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone stole a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere.
Okay, exceeding max health, grenades, and the typhoon augmentation. Sure.
That was fast. You installed the signal booster already?
عشان المخزن من المخازن اللي موجودة على
I don't
السطح
understand that
عشان
comment.
تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Press V for quick inventory. Use the hypo stem injector and boost health meter. Okay.
There is too much riding on this deal. Last thing we need is the comms breaking down.
Press A
فهمت.
to hold.
يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
That was fast. You installed the signal booster already?
عشان المخزن من المخازن اللي موجودة على
Okay.
السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much riding on this deal. Last thing we need is the comms breaking down.
فهمت. يلا.
Quick inventory. Hypo stem. Hypo stem. Back.
نبتدي نتحرك.
Move to hologram. Hold and throw grenade. What?
That was fast.
What's wrong with this? And to throw the grenade. That's what I wanted to do. This is grenade.
You installed the signal booster already?
عشان المخزن من المخازن اللي موجودة على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much riding on this deal.
Seriously, and
Last
that's
thing we
it?
need is the comms breaking down.
فهمت. يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
Home to reset, turn or N to exit. end is my grenade button? Yeah, I use my mouse to throw the grenades, and I have a big ass mouse. Looks like this. And I have a lot of buttons on it. And most games don't recognize the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, and 10th button, so I just map it to keys. And then I don't recognize the keys. Okay, I can work with this. Okay, open quick inventory. Use the health stem. Great. Close inventory. Shift. Then delete to throw a grenade. Like right over there.
What's that doing?
مش شايف أي حاجة غريبة.
Okay, that was a grenade. Which way can I move? That was very helpful. Gas grenade. How about this?
اعرفوا بينتجي منين؟
No, god damn it. Put an so the name on the cover is scimitar mouse, lots of keys too. Yeah, lots of buttons. I like lots of buttons. Another button? Activate Typhoon. I hate the Typhoon, it's too destructive.
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
Okay, we've got
يا ريت
people
نخلص الحوار
over
ده قبل
there.
ما الريح ده يجي علينا.
How do I tag? Vista. Yes, I never use the Typhoons. Way too destructive. Is there a tagging key? Iron sights, reload, grenade, remove, mark and track. Is that it? Okay, where are all the people? Downstairs. I want to go back to kill the jammer.
الدنيا تمام متأمنة.
I'll go back to kill the jammer. And he noticed me. One person over there. He's about to see me.
ضيعنا واحد مننا.
What am I going after? I want to kill the jammer. That's here. Actually, I always hated how the mutation is so hard to use in these games. Whoops.
You got anything?
Stop talking to me.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster.
Damn.
If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
استنى هنا. He's mine.
I don't like it. Jim Miller is the director of Task Force 29's Central European Division, an expert marksman and former member of Australia's SAS. He leads a combined team of intelligence gathering analysts and tactical assault responders from a concealed office in Prague. A direct and decisive leader, Miller is committed to his job and passionate about protecting civilians, but remains intensely private about his life outside the agency. Operate your hacking hours to hack high-level devices, reduce your chances of detection, and cover your tracks better.
How you making out?
Slower than
Okay.
expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
I love that headbutt.
تعال نأمن المكان هناك. أيوة. أنت صح.
Regain energy. What, use this? Not yet.
أنا خلاص مش قادر أتنفس هنا. مفيش حاجة هنا. حاول.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
Roger, roger.
فينك يا سيد؟ الوقت بيعدي بسرعة.
Well, is everyone? Lots of baddies.
عملنا فيهم خدمة. الجو ده فيه رطوبة عالية.
Probably go the other way.
All clear here.
Do not get overconfident.
Something is happening here.
Yeah, something is happening. We're about to find out what. That guy here or upstairs? Oh, I have the rounds. Tuna! No, that guy's upstairs.
It's getting harder to breathe in here.
Oh, you're seeing me.
Drag him somewhere out of the way. Come, get up. الدنيا تمام ومتأمنة.
Thanks.
Do you see anything?
He was just tired.
Clear here. Moving to next.
Ouch. Yeah, I know about quick save, close F9. Used to say because of game breaking bugs. Really? There are still game breaking bugs? This game is like 2 years old.
The smell is horrible.
What's in the news? Tehran welcomes UN representative. Anapa Sado, UN special envoy to the augmented, arrived to tour the Middle East today, almost 2 full years after rampaging augmented workers laid waste in many of the region's most populated cities. Violence by and against the augmented has increased. There are situations and better understand why once prosperous cities like Dubai have yet to fully recover. Hopefully, she told reporters gathered at the tarmac, the report I submit to the UN, at the end of this journey will enable Security Council something. Oh, there's more, sorry. Here shows investors, Oman. Billionaire business mogul Nathaniel Brown admitted that extreme weather conditions have delayed construction of Rabia, the glittering 3D printed city being built in Oman for hours. Yet he told shareholders not to worry, we only need a few more enlightened investors backing us to put Rabia back on course. This looks very bloody. Liza Kashan, News 11. Chubb versus Butch, augmented heavy metal fighting championship. They may have batteries, but we got this. Ishanti, drink. Buy a few. It doesn't have to feel like you're a broken machine. H2O boost. Okay. No more assholes on this floor. Let's keep it quiet anyway.
Now what?
It's pretty much done. Okay. Who else do we have? These two assholes. Yeah, so what you're saying is save often. Got it.
I will feel better when we leave this place.
Watch yourself. There has to be something.
Bakar Damien, this place belongs to the dead. Faiz Badur. Who should not be here, Bakar? The faster this deal of Singh is over, the better. This place is no longer meant for the living. It is a tomb and everything it contains has been tainted by death. Believe me, the things left here after the incident may seem innocuous. Innocuous is a big word. But they are a trap, left by the people they belong to as conduits between worlds. This is why you must leave these things where they are. Touch anything and you invite the grave into your life. Yeah, don't touch anything. I'm going to end you. One down. Interesting things. Negative. What's the guy I shot down earlier?
It is too quiet.
Yes, I like it. Don't you like it? Have a nice nap. Okay. Not going into pills now. It's fine. Another handsaw. A machine pistol. A machine pistol. Yeah, but I'll not leave these weapons up to you. I'm gonna put you at 5, this is 4, and this is 3. Hopefully I won't have to use it. Also weapons. Okay, so this place is done. Wait. There might be... I think I need to up the gamma. Brightness. Yeah, loot the bodies. Oh, did I forget one? Right. Ooh, more grenades. Thanks. Get that one? Yeah. Pick up all the machine pistols, pick up all the ammo. Okay. Was there something interesting over here that I missed? Let's see upstairs. That's a huge trophy. More gunfires. Hey, why can't I pick up the juice? Why can I only pick up alcohol? Okay, anything, anyone? I see you.
ازاي المكان ده ممكن يكون حر للدرجات دي؟ موضوع طول قوي. طبعا.
Are they see augmentations? Right. You if I want anything, I want this as my I want you unassigned. I don't want to use. You don't make augmentations oversimplified in this game.
يكون أفضل لو سين خلص الصفقة دي بسرعة.
راح يخلص. أنا ما بديش إنه يكون هان لما تبدأ العاصفة.
ولا أنا.
Sorry, my Arabic is a bit rusty.
والله خسارة نحط الرصاصة على الولاد الشوارع دي. طيب ماشي اللي تشوفه.
How about you two? Hang on. Finish on the downward stroke. And I missed. No, I didn't miss. Okay. Are they alert now?
أنا مش واثق قوي بالموضوع ده. مفيش خير.
Really?
شفتش أي حاجة؟
Okay.
Moving, come on.
أكيد هلاقي حاجة.
Should I retreat? Oh shit.
Get ready. I will find أنت هناك في البلكونة. Where are the shots coming from?
No shots. No shots whatsoever. Okay, you want to take pot shots? Let's take pot shots. Ow! That hurts. What the hell is that?
أنا مش شايف كويس.
You like that?
هقتلك. تعالالي يلا تعالالي. ما لحقش يبعد. دوروا عليه.
I like the twist. Come get me, why are you shy?
Fight me! اهو شفت على البلكونه. Come on and fight me! Man to man! Face me! Come on! I will crack your...
Crack my what? Beautiful. Right. Yeah, Gascon is a nice. Also, skewing vision is nice. I think that was everyone. And it only hurt a little bit. Cool. What is in here that's useful? Radio? Machine pistol ammo. That's an arm. That's a goddamn arm. That's some beer cases. How many machine pistol ammo do I have? And where does that lead? That looks awful. Lungs augmentation. Stun gun, revolver ammo, combat tranquilizer. Got it. Okay, can we breathe? Nothing interesting here. Okay. Just a nice side mission. Where the hell am I going? Huh. Is that the booster?
The signal booster is online.
Yeah, it is.
I could barely hear. I can find it.
And he's leaving him alone. Sort of. Can you go some other way?
والله خسارة نحط الرصاص على الولاد الشوارع دي. Hope we get something good in this deal.
Oh, like this.
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jin's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Sing any second.
خليل، الراجل اللي هيبقى علينا الحاجات جاية كمان شوية. روح قول لبقية الناس ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
Miller, I disabled the Jin's comms booster. Should make it harder for them to listen in on the deal.
Good work. With luck, Sing's cover will still be intact when this is over.
Roger that. Moving on to primary target now.
Let's read the news. I've already read this news. No? Okay. What's that? Great, now get on patrol. Keep everything clear up. Sane, the compass is installed. Range output 20 gigahertz. Verify with our men on the roof and engage him. Tangis. Okay. Salah alarm to Hamid Abdullah. Hamid, once you finish in Dubai, I need you to go to Rabia with Wasim. The shanty town outside the walls is swarming with prospects. And for the strongest men, you find whatever they want. Near opposing, food, anything to win their favor. Tell them there is much more in exchange for their loyalty to the Jinn. If they refuse, Wasim will take what he needs from them. Cool. Ebook. Tales of the Arabian Front. Political review, Conrad Press. While the formation of the United Arab Front ultimately appeared to rally the Middle East around the common Saudi cause, over the past decade, changing laws, a broken economy, and a rippling border have forced the UAF to deal with several new problems, not least being the rapidly expanding Jinn. The Jinn are no simple terrorists. They are, first and foremost, an illegal enterprise centered around drugs and weapons, staple traits inherited right at the end of the millennium from their early roots in Afghanistan and later Iran. The creation of the twin brothers Salah and Wasim Alam, the Jinn rapidly grew from freedom fighters to opium producers to weapons traders. Today, with augmented dissension on the rise, the Jinn have been taking advantage of the many illegal refugees being smuggled past official borders in the Middle East. Santur, augmented haven in Oman, Arabia, is just more fuel on the fire, but is already threatening to burn out of control. Today, with augmented dissension on... yeah. Cool. I think that's everything. No? Boom. Not a bad son. Yeah, when I need some extra power. What do we have here? Anyway, keep quiet. Where is he? Where is everyone? Are they on the bottom floor? Top floor? Bottom floor? Well, I killed everyone. No. Silenced everyone. hostile that I can see. Let's just take him out clean and simple. And take out his friends.
سمعت دوشة.
مصيبة. مش حدها.
بص عشان نتأمن هنلف حوالين المكان ده.
Yes, and hide the body.
يا ريت يتحركوا بسرعة شوية.
From Miaz Obey to Zibran Zadeh. Do not instant messaging autosave. This conversation will automatically save your conversation history. There's a foul wind in this place. Sandstorm will be here soon. That's not what I mean. Wasim wants us to gather more specimens for him. What does he do with them all? Hang on. You mean you don't know? He takes them to Bandar-i-Abbas. So the rumors of his Frankenstein lab are true. Careful what you say. Don't want to end up in one of his cages. Those poor bastards, all that pain and suffering, and they still have hell to look forward to. Hell will be a relief if Wasim has his way with them.
لو الريحة هاجت علينا هنموت.
Can you grab something? Grab something and throw it.
ايه مالك؟
I'm not here. I was never here. You don't know I was here. Well, consider yourself one of the lucky ones. Feels no. Oh, feels no. Never beer. Feels never beer. Okay. Exit. Right, everything's taken care of. Mobile. I think everything's taken care of. You guys are clear. Maybe not.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helos inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Affirmative. Booster's fried.
So maybe the Tin Man does have a heart after all. Way to look out for your team. Creedy out.
Hey, I'm all about team play. Wait, I forgot the guy's stuff. Yeah. Cheapest ammunition we'll probably need for some robot down the road. Sorry, man. Couldn't stop it in time. Another door, another wall. I have 427 credits. Okay. Let's do this properly. he's fortifying? Wait a minute. That's wrong. Hacking, data scan, overscan, reveal, stealth, stop, wall. Hack, Q. God damn it. Why can't I change that? Okay. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Basically the same, and it'll come through here. So let's fortify this way.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Okay, not that difficult. What do we have here?
This is Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jin shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that.
About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted.
Need me help?
All right, strike force. Position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4 in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, brown nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Halliday.
Both of you shut up. 5 in position.
You guys need help?
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now.
Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on her ass?
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
That's what we do in Dubai.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
The Orcs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash, quick, and we'll...
What the?
What the fuck? Protect Singh.
The part was crashed. Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
These are augments.
They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire!
Weapons free! Open up on
Agreed. Making a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
I got it?
This is bad! They're closing in!
We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Come on, let's get her!
What's the target? What's the target?
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Come on, lead me out!
Where do I go?
Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen! You're welcome.
Thanks for the save.
Shit.
Oh shit. My eyes are covered. How about you? Yeah, that's a very bad dream.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs.
From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled evolution available to all.
We will merge with machines, with
When
computers.
this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you. No, stop and plan. Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
Madness has gripped mechanically augmented people.
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens. It's a new world, Ed. It's afraid of people like us.
Bust into safe and secure segregation.
Seraphine disagrees closely with yours.
You didn't think it would end with the AUG incident, did you?
We were victims. This is retribution for a tragedy we cannot control.
No, we don't trust them, guys.
They buried the truth of disinformation.
Possible detonations. Looks like car bombs.
Another terrorist attack, this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has passed
The new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have one Task Force 29.
Agent Jensen.
I won't let it happen again.
Yeah, it's more of a problem now. Let's see the other numbers.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. The sandstorm didn't help. The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale for success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The AUG incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. We need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our ultimate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Huge. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. You can initiate whenever you wish. Secure your communications, Bob. Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. He and his Juggernaut Collective.
Janus won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. I laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Paige, activate the sleep cell.
No, not the sleeper cell.
Konečná stanice Růžičkovo nádraží. Příjezd za 5 minut.
It's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Hold off.
Everything should be in order. No, I'm afraid they are not. Well, what do you mean the papers are no good? You just let my wife sing.
You, come here.
Me?
Yes, you.
What is your name? Vladimir Shevkowski.
Why are you in
So sorry.
Trying to get home.
The kiss?
My clothes.
Fine.
Damn blank!
As you were.
Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Please, sir.
Man, seriously?
You could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped into one of them. We've got a team in Oman, and a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
Because I have chrome
I know.
legs. Is that it? Oh. So
The
you're
task force is an Illuminati
That
front,
is-
like we all suspect.
So the
Doesn't make much
discrimination
sense to send it
wasn't
into an
just the
ambush.
You get to Prague
Unless
and
they
you get
wanted our
free
team to
votes.
see something. Officially.
Augové, připravte si papíry.
Papíry.
Připravte si papíry na inspekci.
Make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
Jensen.
Nezastavuj se!
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? The hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye to
Then help me find them.
Get back in line, sir.
Okay, I wait here.
Are those with the power better than the others? Oh, official Polizei. You live here.
Just watch yourself, Glenn.
I can't believe you're doing that!
You brought this on yourself.
Get your hands off of that!
Make this any harder than it has to be.
I hate this city. Come on.
Well, we're stationed here.
If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why.
There is ample housing, employment opportunities.
Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSN?
A neural subnet, sure. And TF-29 directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip, custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus, leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's motherboard.
Not again.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that?
Get away from the big hole.
Check it out.
Okay, be careful.
Of course I'm gonna check it out.
Stand back, let me help.
Don't leave her. Don't just leave her. You're not qualified to come in death. So yeah, I was after the train station bombing.
Hold on.
Of course.
Alex, it's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been through worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. But if you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Alright, I will. Talk to you soon.
My system's all fucked up. There's some EMP ammo. That's interesting. How do I change ammo types? Sight seems to be working. The stash. How to not get yourself killed. Since there's no point trying to convince you not to do what you're planning to do, I figured I could at least stop you from getting killed too quickly. That is, after all, why you constantly come to me for help, isn't it? This device contains data I've collected, links which may or may not support your theory that extremely wealthy individuals have manipulated events and caused everything bad that's happened to us. Maybe sifting through it will let you find them, Richard. Congress under pressure to reconvene human augmentation hearings. The hearings were suspended after a terrorist attack at Surf Industries claimed the lives of leading researchers. Pro-human activists say factory take hostages. This marks the second time in 6 months that an attack has been directed against the biotechnology firm. Excuse me. Taiwan Medical continues global expansion. The Shanghai-based augmentation developer increased its market share by 7.3% this week by purchasing yet another human enhancement firm. Anti-augmentation riots erupt worldwide. The violence began after Picus News released grainy satellite footage of scientists performing torturous experiments on augmented super soldiers. World Health Organization issues worldwide recall of biochips. The recall comes amid reports ranging from minor disturbances to potentially lethal defects. Mechanically enhanced people are urged to visit their local limb clinics immediately. Key players to tour Pangaea. Hold augmentation debate. Hoping to end the growing controversy, billionaire Hugh Darrow has invited high-ranking government officials and key players in the human enhancement field to the Arctic. Chaos reigns globally as augmented go insane. All at once, augmented individuals around the world went crazy, attacking and killing everything in sight, just as Darrow's broadcast of the welcome speech began. Recovery hopes dim as global death toll mounts. Densely populated, augmentation-friendly cities have suffered the most, although the damage has not been confined completely to them. World's #1 augmented private military corporation declares bankruptcy. Already reeling from losses incurred during the AUG incident, Bell Tower Associates' fate was sealed when hackers linked to the Juggernaut Initiative Collective leaked details of Black Site facility. Biotech industry collapses, hard hit by both the Taggart Act and a variety of new local and international laws. Surf Industries joined many of its competitors by closing its doors today. UN report predicts rise in terrorism, calls for Interpol task force to counter it. To cope with rising violence and racism against AUG's, governments all over the world are enacting harsh laws, but these laws will in fact only encourage more acts of terrorism. One second. And on HackerNet from No One at HackerNet. If you're reading this, Bratan, it means you got our little welcome package. Good. Now you know that marks to leave if you need to get in touch. Memorize those sites, but use them sparingly. We've got other people using them too. In a few days, the pilot will contact you. You met her once before. Spanish girl with a large sidearm in Detroit. She's solid, trustworthy, and very capable. We're getting her false papers and a job at Lebedev Global. Figured you might need someone permanent watching your back. I'm glad you're doing this, Bratan. I know you still don't trust us, but we know the TF is tied to our common enemy's activities. Find out how, and we'll bring them down together, just like we did with Bell Tower. Q. The welcome package. I hope this means something to someone. Triangle code. The multi-tool, 0 in inventory. PJAC is a portable multi-use anti-security hacking device. When fired at any secure device, it emits a directed burst of microwave energy that neutralizes most conventional locking systems. Typhoon ammo 3-pack. I'm not using that. A pack of 10mm liquid crystal elastomer projectiles molded into a fungible diffusion matrix and spin stabilized for maximum range when deployed by the Typhoon explosive system augmentation. By default, the projectiles are lethal. Modifications of the augmentation fire system can alter the ammunition's liquid component to deploy non-lethal gas rounds without the need to change ammo charges. Cool, I'll take that. Biocells. This bioelectric cell made by Voltaic is a portable version of the energy storage cells used to power augmentations. They are fully compatible with the internal counterparts and can easily be used for a quick recharge. Voltaic also ensured they will be compatible with the current industrial biocell standards, so they function with a wide range of powered objects. Mine. The CTAC Ground Zero Mine template is a user-deployed, battlefield configurable, multifunction landmine for use in anti-personnel, anti-material, or destruction operations. It can be combined with grenades to create situation-specific static explosives, formulation, EMP, concussion, smoke, gas. Once initiated and deployed, the mine's built-in vibrational and atmospheric sensors will trigger a fused detonation on approach of any threat vector. Cool, so you can manipulate everything for non-lethal. I like it. A group before heading out. Project become a hotbed of terrorist activities. YTF-29 set up shop here, arriving home from Dubai, and was meeting someone in the secret when we both got caught in the latest attack. My assistant took a hit, but it seems trivial. I'll know more after a shower. Objective number 1, shower. Adam's apartment. Triangle code. Use the Deus Ex Universe phone app to scan this triangle code. Okay. Give me a minute. Didn't know that was coming. Deus Ex Universe. Not Deus Ex Go. Deus Ex Universe. What is it? Is it no longer available? Let's see, Square Enix. Okay, where do I find it now? Deus Ex Universe. Android? Do I have to side load it from some jacked up site? On the Square Enix phone, Deus Ex Universe phone app is not available. Why is it not available? Bumping it. The application on the player appears to be broken. Nice app cannot download in Germany. App is no longer supported. What? It shuts down on May 25th of this year. Okay, I'll look at it later. I'm not gonna side load something from a suspicious site. Yeah. In-game triangle codes. Pocket secretary. I completed Deus Ex Go. Yeah, read all of that. Story items. A whisper chip. Technologically advanced listening device created by Janus. The welcome package. Okay. Inventory. Tab to open inventory. Toggle menus. Cycle menus. Energy. Certain mutations have an activation cost which degrades the energy meter's maximum regeneration. The white part of the energy meter is unaffected by degradation and will always regenerate. To refill the energy meter and reset the maximum regeneration fully, use a biocell. Okay, slightly less awful than the first game. Hacking basics. Start on the blue airport, capture all the green registries, navigate the system by capturing nodes. Highlighted nodes take longer and have a high detection percentage detected. You will have limited time to complete hack before being locked out. Grenades and mines. Press B to open quick inventory and click on a mine or grenade. Press delete 2 for a quick throw. Hold delete for a precise throw. Triangle codes. Triangle codes have been hidden around the game. Scan them using your phone and the Deus Ex Universe app text exclusive content. You can find exclusive content. God damn you, Squill. Takedowns. Have an energy cost not available. Energy threshold is not full. These takedowns are more noisy. Okay, disturbances. Noisy takedowns are less noisy, disturbance is lower, but they can be woken up. I've changed that, you annoying bastard. Quick infantry, advanced attacking we've seen. Accessing the loadable content. On the inventory screen on the left, click storage and open the storage display. Click an item to send it to the inventory. Items can be sent only if there is enough space for them. Most items once sent cannot be transferred again or sent back to storage. Choose carefully. Okay. Augmentations are on the threats. Hi, here's my inventory. One 10mm pistol. Steiner Bisley CA4 10mm is an updated version of the popular Zenith 10mm as lightweight as its predecessor. The semi-automatic CA4 is even more versatile, making it as popular in the boardroom as it is in the alley. It still offers the same quick rate of fire, average ammunition capacity, similar reload time, and regular damage capability. Fires 10 by 25mm ammunition specification upgrades are possible if different parts are available. Cool. I like it, it's like a zigzag. What can I do to customize it? Semi-auto, full auto, pistol EMP ammo. Yes. Muzzle none, laser none. What are these screws? Parts. Where do I get parts? Gas grenade. The round CS is a standard tactical anti-personnel gas grenade capable of discharging a significant dose of a disclosed fentanyl derivative as well as CS gas, also known as tear gas, over a defined radius. The CS gas causes incapacitating effects, while the fentanyl, a synthetic analgesic, puts targets to sleep. A hand-thrown device, the grenade has no effect against inorganic targets equipped with sealed environment masks or rebreather augmentations. Scroll down. Release a cloud of anti-static gas and knocks out enemy targets caught in it. Smoke grenade. The KSA type smoke grenade is a non-fragmenting, hand-thrown device that expels a thick cloud of smoke, obscuring enemies' line of sight. Equally effective against human and robotic adversaries, it can be used as a concealment while traversing an open area or as a diversionary tactic during an escape attempt. Functionality: release a cloud of thick, sight-blocking smoke that triggers when triggered. Use smoke grenades to hide while moving or activate smart vision to see through the smoke while attacking, so it's not thermal. Beer. Bottom fermented from noble hops, the king of Bohemian Pilsner, make you feel like you're on top of the world no matter where you are. Park bench, hunter pass, no worries, cry freedom, and drinks for the body. Used to recover a small amount of health at the cost of impaired vision. If health is already full, consumption will temporarily raise it above the maximum. I'm guessing this is the same. Yeah. Distilled according to W.S. Nye's original recipes. It's the first whiskey to be approved for use by astronauts in space. Why? Because science. That's why this one snort and you'll think that stars are dancing with you. May or may not contain actual rye. Brown ale. The brownest of brown ales, Beekman, is brewed in the good old US of A. Enjoy them both while you still can. We've had a good run. Beekman's have a bit of the brown. It has nutritional facts. 0.000 4.7% carbonates. Brown ale. Pilsner. Marable means marble. It's also a mountain in southeastern Europe. Oh, and I think there's a village with the same name around that area. What that has to do with beer, no one knows. Ramo. It just rolls off the tongue. Brewed in Kosovo. Regular ammo. 357 special for revolvers. Jacketed hollow points for energy transfer and stopping power. Ugh. Yeah, they deal damage, weak against armor and robots. Stingers. Need a stun gun. Stingers. Designed to be used in Zinus Zap, these stingers offer short-range, non-lethal stopping power. This self-contained electroshock dart delivers up to 20,000 volts on contact through a patented thread-prong arrangement, ensuring neuromuscular disruption. 3 stabilizing fins guaranteed accuracy. Cool. That's my pistol, that's my tranquilizer rifle. The TRQ-23C is a non-lethal modification of the Steiner-Bisley longsword meant for sedation and capture of large animals, or humans, so that they can be safely handled. It is very accurate at long range, but can fire only a single round before requiring a long reload. The TRQ fires .50 caliber PPS shells that deploy a syringe that delivers a drug load that induces torpor and unconsciousness, no effect on non-organic targets. Why is the handle so close? Wait, how can I customize it? Tranquilizer, rifle ammo. No laser. Hyposteam injector. The hyposteam contains 1 dose of injectable stimulant and increases the health bar. If this suppresses the current health bar, the extra points will not regenerate after being depleted by damage. Power cell. Power electric cell made by Voltaic is a portable version. Yeah, we've been through that. Tranquilizer rifle ammo. Using the patented propelled penetration system, these long-range tranquilizer darts deliver a cocktail of analgesic and dissociative drugs, including ketamine and diazepam, that renders targets unconscious almost immediately. They have no effect against inorganic targets. That's why I need firearms. Typhoon ammo. Yeah. Need to modify them for non-lethality. Machine pistol. Beloved by gangbangers everywhere, but also the choice of special ops agents and tank crews, the machine pistol is a smaller variant in the submachine type of class of weapons. Lightweight and sporting good ammunition capacity, the Hurricane TMP-18 hurls ammo bursts at a devastating rate of fire. Its positive traits are generally balanced by its negatives. The weapon is less precise than larger and more stable firearms, and its rapid rate of fire means ammo is quickly depleted. Specification upgrades are possible if weapons parts are available. It fires 9 19mm caliber rounds. Pistol EMP ammo. Combat rifle regular ammo. What do we have in storage? The Elite Edition pistol, battle rifle armor piercing, battle rifle regular ammo, the classic 57 Magnum, combat rifle regular ammo, crafting parts, credit chip. Yeah, let's use credit. Cool. EMP grenades, Elite Edition battle rifle, Elite Edition combat rifle, Elite Edition tranquilizer rifle, frag grenade, gas grenade, pistol EMP, Praxis kits, revolver armor piercing, smoke grenades, tranquilizer rifle ammo. I'm gonna switch to the Elite Edition tranquilizer rifle in a bit. Can I customize that? No. Yeah, do EMP. And I've got nothing else so far. Laser, scope, muzzle. I need more parts. Let's see how we get more parts. Okay. Cover the stash. Why is the mirror effed up? Is it even a mirror? It doesn't look like a mirror. Triangle code. Yeah. I'll look and see what the app does. Maybe I will sideload it. Let it go. A book about learning. Steam processor chip. Crafting parts. Hydraulic micropump. What is all this shit?
Oh, yeah! You know, before that little musical interlude there...
Collect crafting parts to craft items or customize weapons. From the inventory, select a weapon and select Customize to access the customization menu. Select the crafting part to access the crafting menu. Okay, so I can craft stuff, except I don't have the parts for it. And I can customize a weapon with ammo capacity. So never mind.
Serious shit. So let's keep going. First of all, let me get this out of the way when talking about the AUG incident. I've always hated that title. Incident? Incident? Steve using the head after eating 3 burritos and forgetting to light a match. That's an incident. What happened that fateful day in 2027 was beyond terror any of us has ever seen. AUG incident? Try AUG travesty. Try AUG massacre. How about AUG Armageddon? Because that's where we're headed, thanks to the horror of the Illuminati and their Humanity Front puppets unleashed on the Earth that day.
What is that? Hacker support software identifies idle resources on the host system and briefly commandeers them to accelerate the processing of hacker software intrusion efforts. Increase the speed of capture and fortify operations for a few seconds. That's a hydraulic microphone. Generic pump using wide range of mechanical orientations for regular pressure with synthetic muscle and joint systems. Select a patient who knows what they're doing. No other functionality. Crafting parts. STEM processor chip. Sellable. General purpose processor that can be modified for a range of tasks via firmware upload. Because these chips have found almost all types of augmentation and are capable of such a wide range of functionality, they are known to be prime target for illegal augmentation and modification. STEM chip locking for these chips became a large industry in and of itself. They can be sold from most merchants. And the parts. Parts. Like screws, lots and lots of screws. Okay,
I'm taking the time in this broadcast to remember, not so we can get together and cry about lives lost. I lost people too, and they should never be forgotten. No, I'm doing it because the AUG Insa Massageddon is only the first of many horror shows we're about to be subjected to, unless we figure this shit out fast. Remember the Cold War and how we sat on the brink of destruction minute by minute? How we hated the commies and the commies hated us? How they had a way of life that we couldn't fucking stand, and it was only a matter of time before they swallowed us up in their ideology.
Still having an impact. Painkillers. You can replenish health instantly by using painkillers or hyperstim. To use hyperstims, open the quick inventory menu by pressing V and then pressing whatever. To use painkillers, open the quick inventory by pressing V and click on painkiller. Medication is a single use and disappears after activation. I recognize the music. Yeah, laundry. It's a good thing to do. Let's take a shower. Now the heels. Why doesn't he have flat feet? Maybe grasping. Can you even do that? Okay, shower feels better. My stuff is still off.
Open blinds.
Okay, imaging showing with all that metal. What about the rust?
Good morning, Adam.
What?
You have one new message.
From?
David Sarif.
What?
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while, but after what happened in Prague yesterday,
Look, son, whatever reasons you've had for not getting in touch these last 2 years, well, life's too short. I'm leaving for London soon, but give me a call.
You saved his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
Technically it's probably laminated and probably covered in plastic and some carbon nanotubes and all that. So I'm mostly worried about how it connects to everything and if water can filter through that.
The discussion online and let us know what you think. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. And now for a close look at events making headlines around the world. The impact of the AUG incident is still being felt, 2 years after the fact. The fear, the hatred, the violence. In the northwestern United States, a group of non-augmented citizens, armed with assault rifles, have begun patrolling the streets of Lewistown, Montana. They claim the U.S. government is not doing enough to protect them from augmented crazies. In China, meanwhile, a group of protesters demanding freedom and basic human rights for all, regardless of augmented status, have been imprisoned by the Chinese government. In apparent retribution for that act, vigilante hackers tied to the Juggernaut Collective have crashed the Shenzhen Stock Exchange. Yes, folks, these are troubled times indeed. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
The Santo Group. Construction, arcology, quality, excellence. Santo, restoring the past and building the future.
No doubt many viewers were horrified by that story I brought to you last week, in which a suicide gunman ruthlessly attacked a small augmented community near Dar es Salaam. Today, I'm here to bring you a glimmer of hope. European-based construction giant the Santo Group has successfully convinced the Tanzanian government to become a signatory of its Safe Harbor initiative. Designed to promote the creation of safe and secure housing complexes where oppressed groups can live and work free from persecution, this international civil engineering and action plan is the brainchild of Santo CEO Nathaniel Brown. Its flagship project, a glittering engineered city named Rabia, is slated to be publicly unveiled at one of Brown's upcoming Safe Harbor conventions. I, for one, cannot wait to learn more. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Tradition, precision, refinement, Stanek watches. It's about time.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew.
Yeah, I've seen
Details
that.
recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering
Adam! Thanks for calling me back, son.
Seraph.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. I tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job, part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks.
What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam! I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
You obviously land on your feet, so unlike a lot of other people.
You've obviously landed on your feet, though. Unlike a lot of other people.
I've been lucky. I almost died in Panchea waiting for the rescue teams to dig me out. And I lost a lot of time after recovering from my injuries. You went back to Detroit, you saw what happened to Seraph Industries.
I got a look at it, briefly.
Humanity was afraid of the potential we offered, and they lashed out. broke into the building, stole what they could, and burned the rest. Those vultures at Tai Young Medical gobbled up what was left. Sometimes a dream has to die so a new one can rise from the ashes.
What about Megan?
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
Of course.
She moved to Hong Kong?
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Roca Seca Beach. I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
Yeah, I did.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
You want my advice, son? Write her out of your life. Because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
Frank Pritchard?
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank? Out of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him that needed changing.
I'm sure he would. But when the world transforms itself the way ours has, people need to adapt or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
Let's move on.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm meeting with the Santo Group, Nathaniel Brown and his investors.
Santo? They built the Udalek complex, the Og ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Ogs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
It's nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph.
Huh. What's this book? Interpol case file 679310. The Gauntlet Collective originated in the early 2020s when a hacker named Eli posted a badly written Cult Wars type message on the darknet filled with misspellings and grammatical errors. It invited those disillusioned with the stranglehold 1%ers have on our world to join him in attacking, exposing, and spoiling their plots. The group first made headlines in 2025 by hijacking atmospheric processors used by a popular weather artist in Paris and sending hurricane force winds to decimate a Page Industries sponsored event. Around the same time, Eli was replaced online by a new non-de-plume Janus. Efforts to ascertain the real-world identity of either hacker has thus proven unsuccessful. Under Janus's leadership, the collective have become increasingly effective at bankrupting Fortune 500 companies, exposing governmental misdeeds, and in general making life difficult for the extremely wealthy. Particularly worrisome to counter-terrorism agencies around the world is growing evidence that the collective have been recruiting a number of experienced agents, often with Black Ops expertise, to assist them. Yeah, hi. I'm a scholar. Task Force 29, Secret Fight Against Global Terrorism, Weekend at Detroit, Part 1. On the 21st of March 2028, a chain of coordinated bomb attacks exploded in unsuspecting cities and communities around the world. In that terrifying 6-hour period, up to 50 low-tech but horribly effective devices destroyed lives and terrorized humanity one after the other. Too much too late. It was the tragic reason the world finally needed. Highlighted by a press already gorging on stories of bloody terrorism, the lack of communication and cooperation between international intel-gathering organizations were cited as the primary reasons for the March bombings. going unprevented. Normally bound and gagged with political red tape, world leaders reached across political fences as international demand for a unified and collaborative solution lined across the globe. In the weeks following, UN mediators urgently proposed an international cooperative force with the power to act effectively across borders. Built upon the base of the existing G18, the effort quickly expanded with 11 more willing political participants, and Task Force 29 was born. Okay. Getting dressed. Acronym code. Why can't I pick? I want to pick. Fine.
Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Augs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot
I got one plexus. I can't use it.
of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Lock this thing.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now.
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you...
Aim the reticule over the objective locator to bring up the name of the current objective. Hold tab while the reticule is on the locator to instantly access the objective's description. In the objectives menu, you can choose your current active objective by clicking out with the mouse.
Want bloodshed the day after a terror attack.
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Kinda wanna hack it. Can I hack it? I can hack it. Okay, capture this, capture this, capture this, fortify this, fortify this,
Trace
capture
program
this.
initiated. Access granted.
Script TV, first try. Overclock software. This is the speed. The effects will last for only a few seconds, so you must be quick. This is mainly while being traced in order to speed up capture and fortify times. Where the hell am I here? Just copy calculator. More parts. More parts. Printer. Parts. I'm just fucking about. That's weird. The machine guard reached out across the empty vastness looking for his people, the poor, the mistreated, those society had cast aside. And why were these people shunned? Because they look different? Because they have been injured, often while protecting the very same people who now turned them away. These persecutors were willing, eager to see them as nothing more than damaged goods, unfit for this world. They were not completely wrong, because the Argument's people are different. They are the chosen. The machine guard whispers in their ears. He tells them the next step in evolution, invites them to leave the filth of the world behind, ascend to the singularity. Are you willing to become one of the chosen children? Yes. Let's hack it. City rating 3. I don't know.
Some of us remember, Builder. There is always hope, Joseph. Do not despair. Do not give up faith in the church.
Let's try one of that. Good.
Pray that the mother will change her mind. She gave us the means for our salvation. Do not do it now. I pray that the
Yeah, okay.
Power to the people.
Didn't he just lose his daughter not so long ago? Yes, Christelle. A nice girl. She used to babysit my kids.
Now this. You know, they're saying he was part of that attack. Sorry, not right now. Now this. You know, they're saying he was part of that attack. A member of ARC.
Bullshit. He is just a poor org with the wrong enhancements and the wrong connections. He outgrew his
Leave me alone!
Or they needed the apartment. Maybe for another venture.
If that's true, they could do the same to anyone. To anyone who knows him.
European-based construction
Until they
giant
evict us
Santo
too.
Why am I even allowed to do
convinced
this?
the Tanzanian government to become a signatory of its Safe Harbor Initiative. Designed to promote the creation of safe and secure housing complexes where oppressed groups can live and work, free from persecution, this international civil engineering and action plan is the brainchild of Santo CEO, Nathaniel Brown. Its flagship project, a glittering engineered city named Rapia, is slated to be public.
No chance
Terrible,
you'll be
is it not?
evicted anytime soon,
Seems
right?
anyone can be guilty by association.
So let's hack the other door. Because why not?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Damn it. No, it's on lockdown? Damn it. Is this an... Huh. What the hell am I doing?
Maybe I'm not making myself clear. I don't want to fuck with you, Eva. But things need to change around here. I got the connections now. I got the valleys. With that kind of muscle, I can expand this whole...
Dr. Tallis Rucker, ARC's charmingly eloquent leader himself.
Because the non-augmented people of the world have failed to grasp it. It was a tragedy for all.
But it wasn't all of humankind who went crazy, Dr. Rucker.
The loss of life on both sides was massive.
What is all that? Okay, tell me what's going on.
And your kind.
But when legislation forces augmented people out of their homes and into sequestered environments, there's no reason involved, only fear and expedience. That is why I moved to the Utelek complex.
I thought you were forced to leave your native Jew.
Here any longer. Faith in the machine God will bring you peace. In our bodies,
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
our salvation, seekers. We carry the seeds of divinity within us.
You want to do business? The man is over there.
Yeah, sure, let's do business.
That's fine. I'll just take it off your corpse
I have
later.
searched for salvation, and I have found the answer.
Hey, I stole that
Wisdom
first.
lies in the machine.
You're leaving money lying
Go
around.
away, Franziska.
Oh, so we're not doing business anymore?
Last warning, we'll buck.
Fine, fine. We'll do business with someone else.
Interesting look.
Look into it. In face of persecution and hatred, I broke. I hated myself and my augmented body, but no longer. Seek, you will find, my friends. You will find meaning in the arms of the machine. You will find belonging in the oneness of singularity. It is the beginning of a new age, and like always, change is birthed in fire and blood and pain. But a bright future is at hand.
I can hear explosions in my sleep. Man, like this happening over and over again. And they won't stop until the city is destroyed. Until the world is destroyed.
Join with the machine, and the future is ours.
All must be ready.
You are one of the gifted, friend. Join us in the machine, God.
Oh, you're insane.
I was lost like you, friends. In face of persecution and hatred, I broke. I hated myself and my augmented body.
Okay. That menu marks important locations, including Russian services and weather stations. Press tab to open the in-game menu and use the mouse to navigate to the map menu. Like this. Sewers. Sewers. Getting into top shape again, find color. Inside the bookstore. Release software. Don't use the release software, what it's good for. Press tab to open the in-game menu and use the mouse to navigate to the database. Use the mouse to select police software. Police software can be sold for credits, collecting them all will unlock content in the alternate breach mode. Capture database to find rewards such as credits, XP and hacking software. Capture spam APIs to significantly slow down any trace attempts. Capture clearance APIs to reduce the security ratings of all data stores. Capture transfer APIs to reduce security ratings of one adjacent node. Hi.
You looking for the best prices in Prague? I'm not talking hot dogs here.
If the hot dogs aren't your main business, why don't you have a store?
See, this way, I get to keep my overhead down and pass on the savings to the customers.
Entrepreneurial.
Better believe it.
What did you got?
Well, I got info. The kind that's worth something.
Could always use reliable intel.
Who couldn't? But for that, I only accept payment in Europozine.
I don't have any.
Sorry, it's a deal breaker. But find me again if you get any, okay?
The news just keeps getting worse.
Stop right there! Yeah, you! Down on your knees! Hands behind your head.
Like this?
Yes, I'm going to frisk you now. Don't move.
Been all over the continent. East, west, south. Used to be you could tell when you crossed the border. Felt different.
Then you have nothing to worry about.
State police.
Okay, hands behind your
Let's
back.
move along.
No, you're innocent. Just like everyone else.
This is not right! Leave me alone, you fascist!
Nothing to spare, right? No, of course not. No one has anything for their fellow man.
Key. No pride. Street is off limits on your buck. Private function. All businesses are temporarily closed.
Okay. There's always a way. Yeah, I'm thinking through here. Pawn shop. So that's a ladder. That's not solid.
What? It's in the air. You can almost taste it like a static charge after a thunderstorm. What happened at Rusika is going to change things.
Watch out, relative to the bomb, the dumpsters.
Maybe it was. Maybe in the long run it was. But also...
Now we have to go the other way.
The only thing I am doing is being ugly. And it has to be a violation of our rights.
Yeah.
This is not right. Leave me alone.
If I were there.
Okay, that's not helping.
And it has to be a violation of our rights.
Yeah, change is definitely in the air. This city feels different.
What are we talking about? Oh, right. Unbelievable.
Global Politics Review 2029 edition, Chapter 8, Africa. The Org incident left Africa largely untouched, thanks to the limited numbers of augmented humans across the continent. Unlike several of the nations in South America, many of the African nation states saw an opportunity to step up and fill the economic gap left by struggling first world nations. However, the presence of many Chinese interests on the continent has so far held this in check. Perhaps the most direct effect of what happened with the Orgs has been the migration of augmented refugees from the European Union and East European states. Africa's comparatively lax regulations on HET has seen a strong influx of Orgs fleeing the prohibitive new laws coming into effect elsewhere. How this shift in population balance will play out is yet to be determined.
We got Picus on here at our summer vacation, which we are calling Grandma's Tea Room.
Well, it's a good thing it's saved. It's getting late and I wanted to stop anyway, but I want to rescue the doctor first. Task Force 29 Global Anti-Terrorism Division. In the wake of the Org incident, nations around the world saw an alarming upsurge in terrorism. It was being carried out both by and against augmented people. Then, a collaborated attack in multiple cities occurred on March 21st, 2028, spurring the UN into action. Attributing the deaths to a lack of coordination between local intelligence agencies, they urged member countries to ratify a new division of Interpol, Task Force 29, an integrated terrorism response team with unprecedented global jurisdiction. Hold J to check out the open management menu. That's my last. Damn.
Just hold out. You can do this.
Maybe I'm not making myself clear. I don't want to fuck with you either. But things need to change around here. I got the connections now. I go to the valleys.
Are you sure? I do not think that sounds right.
These are troubled times for our people, my friend, and we are all searching.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
What exactly does it mean?
Shopping at the place.
You want praxis, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers.
I might be interested.
I sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something.
What's on the docket? Laser targeting system. +4 scope. I like this. Hypostim, biocell, painkillers, crafting parts, ammunition. Huh. Nanoblade. Nanoblade augments uses a halogen molecular assembly to atomize the material and instantly sinter it into a graphitic lamellar blade. It can be fired as a projectile. Tesla cartridge. Targeted electrical discharge system. Huh. Sell. Sell this. Sell this. Sell this. Yeah, sell all this. I'm not gonna use any of it. And I'm not gonna use regular ammo either. Give me the scope. I'll talk about the rest later.
You want anything else?
Not at the moment.
I'm good for now.
That's it. Big spender.
Come, pilgrims. Do not hesitate.
Dars is the man. He'll set you up.
Faith in the machine gods will bring you peace.
Can you auto-organize? What does E mean? Four times weapon scope comes with low profile tactical style elevation to it, the multi-coated lenses offer maximum clarity and edge-to-edge sharpness. Telescopic sighting device equipped with 4x optical magnification with crosshairs is designed to extend the user's effective range. This technique is compatible with most weapons on the market. Can this be customized with the scope? No. Can you auto-range? Can you please auto-range? Cool. Now, give me the Elite Edition Tranquilizer Rifle. Ooh, it's compact. custom-made older version of the TRQ-23. See longsword type laser rifle from Stan Beasley. TRQ fires 50 km GPS shells. The case version is modified not only to perform slightly better in terms of recoil and velocity and reload speed, but also to fit in a more compact carrying case due to a new internal stock mount. Even more impressive is that due to changes in the barrel design, this weapon now has semi-automatic fire. Cool! What can we do with it? Nothing. We'll see about modifying it when I need to. Do you want to buy some?
Daz is the man. He'll set you up.
I have found the answer.
How much do you want to...
Just give me the shop in the face if you're not the shop in the face yourself. Sell this thing. No.
Stop wasting my time.
I'm good for now.
What, you don't want my weapons?
Blyatsky Lubki.
What do you want? We're doing business. Okay.
Calm down, Rose. Do not hesitate. Do not live in
My
fear
God.
any longer. Faith in the machine god will bring you peace.
Spolupráce s příslušníky státní policie je povinná. Pro svou vlastní bezpečnost dbejte jejich pokynů.
Ulice jsou plný odpadků, ale problémů.
Do you think anyone here was involved in the
Hands behind your head.
Streets are full of trash, but no trouble.
That's for me to find out. Hold still.
You have nothing to worry about.
Okay, hands behind.
Okay, bye.
And it has to be a violation of our rights.
The only thing I am guilty of is being augmented.
Lost and Mills computer.
All detected personnel are on the rise.
Clearance
This is
now.
not right. Leave me alone, you fascist.
Clearance now.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
And it has to be a violation of our rights.
Access granted.
Position center has been accepted or recruited in part
This is not right. Leave me alone, you fascist.
which means we'll be accompanying them as a youth member of our team. We'll hear from our council shopping. They'll move to Australia within the week. On behalf of the center,
The
we'll
only
thank you
thing
all
I
for
am
the work of the
guilty of
Bitcoin
is being
Center.
augmented.
I'm sorry, too, Klaus, and I do understand, even though I was completely bitch last night, that you said those things about Santa. They don't make you a bad person. Obviously, his job is good for you. You're better than cleaning station toilets. Anyway, but I still don't like your script. You said you missed me since I went overtime. I thought you were blaming me for why I don't really talk anymore. That's why I got upset. And off late shift.
This is not right.
Thanks for doing so. Let's try to get drunk one last time before you leave. It's going to be lonely here without my girl. I'll see you when I get home. If you left us in the fight last night, I'm so sorry. I know it's been hell. You're communicating via
And it has
emails.
to be a violation of our
Just talk
rights.
to each other.
This is not right.
What do you got that's
Leave me
interesting?
alone, you
Nic
fascist.
sobie stanął za zmianę.
And it has to be a violation of our rights.
The premises are secure. Continue in general patrol mode.
And it has to be a violation of our rights.
You feel that?
What?
It's in the air. You can almost taste it like a static charge after a thunderstorm.
I said
What
your
happened at
papers
Ruzikai?
are expired.
Maybe it was. Maybe in the long run we'll see that it was.
Come
Birth is
on.
always painful.
Really? Okay, it crashed again. I'm gonna call it quits for today. Maybe I'll try to fix the settings tomorrow. If you've been watching, thank you for watching. And remember, stay good. And being a heretic means thinking for oneself. Good night.